Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Replay Megaman 03. Can you stand up already? Wow, Arcadia, you're hard to keep down. What are you up to? Why did you rescue me? Do you expect some favor in return? Perhaps. Oh, you're awake. How do you feel? Horrible. Just the thought of being helped by you makes me nauseous. Stripped of my position and driven out of Arcadia. I'm used goods. That's not true. You just stood up for your beliefs, just like we do. You've made no mistakes. My beliefs. I can't sit back any longer. We must protect the humans from Vile. We have to stop him immediately. That Vile? Wait! Your wounds are not fully healed yet. I'm a warrior, born to protect humans. I'm a proud warrior of Arcadia. I don't need any help. Even if my body should fall into ruin, I'll still gladly fight for humanity. So, Arcadia refuses to go with us. Mr. Zero, come to the commander's room immediately. They sure run you ragged, don't they, Zero? I'll be back later. Zero, Arcadia, don't you dare die. Alright, then let's see what they want over here. We actually have to talk to CL for this to go on farther. Zero, I'm sorry. You gathered a lot of information for us, but we still don't know where Vile is. But we have figured out what he might be attempting to do. Before we talk about Vile, I'll open the data file for the L4s that you found. And finally something I can read in my own voice. File number 945388. L4s. Oh, hi, Omega. Near the end of the Maverick Wars, many cyber elves were used. The period from this time until the end of the fighting was referred to as the L4s as a result. In particular, the use of a gigantic elf known as the Dark Elf, and copies of this elf known as Baby Elves, to amplify the power of Reploids, while controlling said Reploids at will, made this the worst war in recorded history. While use of the Dark Elf brought the war to an end in 4 years, approximately 90% of all Reploids and 60% of all humans were wiped out. Jesus! The technology used at this time, the technology of using Baby Elves to control Reploids, this must be what Vile's attempting to use again. I'm sure that's what Zero saw at the Dark Elf Copy Factory. Also, they do bring that back up. Was machinery prepared just for this purpose? Excellent detective work, Dr. CL. What? Unfortunately, you were a little too late. Is that Dr. Vile? What the hell? This time, Omega is absolutely perfect. I can now manipulate all of the Reploids on the planet without using the baby elves, and make them do whatever I want. Time to start, Omega. Now you'll see, pitiful humans, what you get for banishing Dr. Vile. Taste the fear, foolish Reploids who banished me. Inscribe my name upon this world. The name of your new ruler. That name is Dr. Vile. The entire world is in my hands. I have the power to crush it between my fingers at any time. No! Uh-oh. This can't be happening. A new world, a new order. History is once again in motion. Seal, get back. Zero? Inscribe it upon the world. The name of our ruler. Vile, 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 vile. Can you say that enough times? Both of you, freeze. Ah! It's okay. They're just unconscious. All I did was disable the power of the Dark Elf. But my current power can only protect those at this base. Took you long enough, X. Where's Vile? In Neo Arcadia's underground power system, Sub-Arcadia. Omega is there too, transmitting the power of the Dark Elf around the world. Apparently. X and I are the only ones who can move around freely. X, tell us the coordinates for Sub-Arcadia. So you plan on fighting against Omega? Yeah. Why? Nothing. I'm sure you'll be fine. Be careful, Zero. I verified the coordinates for Sub-Arcadia on the transfer device. Transfer me. Roger. All personnel prepare for transfer. They're kind of unconscious. Preparations for transfer complete. Transfer! For the second to last time. Zero, come back safely. And I mean that. There's only one stage left after this one. Sub-Arcadia is a really interesting stage in the fact that this is the only stage in the game where you're not penalized for entering cyberspace, and that's not a glitch either, it's intentional. So I might as well finally go over what cyberspace does. As I mentioned before, it activates all cyber elves that you have, be they fusion, well actually no, I think it's just all the cyber elves that like increase your stats and such. As I mentioned before, it also makes your mission score get lowered by 5 in every mission except for this one. However, one other effect it has is that it makes enemies not drop secret discs. So if you want to complete all those, you need to not enter cyberspace pretty much at all for the best chances of getting them. That said, though, it's pretty much the easy mode of the game. If you're having trouble with the levels, it's a pretty good alternative to using them. However, in this stage also, the only reason that you're not getting deducted on mission points in this is because there's this secret room up here that you can only enter the teleporter in when you're in cyberspace. So let's see what they got in here. What the? I never thought I would meet you again in this world. If, thanks to Omega and his ilk, the portal to cyberspace has been opened, then fate is truly an ironic thing. Phantom? One of the 4 Guardians of Neo Arcadia? But I defeated you. This is a shadow world where both Reploid souls and cyber elves live. After you defeated me, I became a mere soul and somehow drifted back to cyberspace. This space where all data flows to in the end. And there, I have learned all truths. About Omega, the Dark Elf, and you, Zero. That's right, everything. So, what's your point? Exactly this. You never had what it takes to be a hero. I can't stand to look at you. Now it is time for your deletion by my hand. This isn't Battle Network, though. We already ended that series. Phantom is a really cool cameo boss. He's pretty much the exact same fight he was in 0-1. He has this little Shadow Clone Jutsu attack, where he flickers differently. He has the dash attack. He has the shuriken attack, where he jumps on top of it, throws a couple of kunai down, and then tries to jump slash onto you. He also has, but he has a couple more attacks that are branches off of that. Like, he can throw a shuriken down at the ground, which I think was actually one of his EX attacks. But overall, he's not too hard. He's a bonus boss for a reason. He's not terribly hard, though I do like his role. And I'll admit, I didn't know about him, and I didn't even know he was in the game until around my 3rd playthrough or so, so he's pretty well hidden. Ugh. You truly did have the soul of a hero. Go. Cross blades with Omega, and show what that body can do. Will your blade flinch after you learn the truth? Do you have what it takes to be a hero? You must be the one to determine that. And that's the end of Phantom. We'll never see him again. But for beating him, we get a secret disc number 6. That holds the Ultima foot chip, which is a foot chip that combines the traits of all the others. So pretty much God mode. Also, I'm noticing a running theme. People seem to be calling me fake and commenting on my body a lot. It's probably nothing. But yeah, cyberspace really, it's nothing too big. Other than that, some other things that are with it other than the obvious green tinge is that I mentioned it earlier on in the game that you can link this game up with Battle Network 4. That's how you get the Z-Saber chip in that. But if you transfer battle chips over to here, Certain enemies will actually change into Battle Network series viruses, like Swordies, Metars, whatever, probably the electric guys. I don't know what exact viruses there are. I've never done that part of that thing. I've only done it to get the Z-Saber a couple times. But you can make some viruses appear in the Zero series, which is a thing. I know they move around really awkwardly because the sprites are practically ripped right out of the game, I think, just shrunk down a bit. And honestly, the stage isn't even that dangerous. The section where you find Phantom is obviously filled with instant death spikes, but that's really the only dangerous part to it. It's also in this stage where you can finally get those things, secret discs, I believe. Also, I think I have like 150 of them at this point, which is pretty good, actually. I'm finishing pretty strong. You can't go into a boss with cyberspace, though. You can only get to right before it. It's very similar to playing X3 as Zero. You can't fight the bosses. Oh well. It's not necessary, really. Dr. Vile!
How gallant you are, Zero, to play hero all by yourself. All the Reploids in the entire world are now under my power. Humans are like pigs, dependent upon the Reploids for their very existence. You do realize, don't you, that if I felt like it, I could wipe out all humans out in the blink of an eye? Prea, do with this one as you please. I've got some pig squeals to enjoy. The squeals of an indolent pigs wasting their pitiful lives on idle pursuits. Would you like to know who rules this world?
He's back, the bad Reploid. He's back, the fake Reploid. I'll rip you to pieces. I'll tear you to shreds. That's really creepy. And also my throat hurts from Vile again. Ow, it's like my original 04 LP all over again. Arcadia and Prea are largely the exact same fight. I think they have this one new attack here where like to switch places. And I think their little combined form has another attack, but they don't get the chance to show it off because they're really easy, honestly. Compared to everything... Did the footage just skip there? I think it might have. Huh. I don't think it's ever done like that before. But yeah, they're really easy. Prea, there's something wrong. Yes, Prea, there's something wrong. I feel like I'm being stabbed with pins and needles. I feel like I'm being smashed with clubs and hammers. Yikes. Me. I'm sorry for anyone's ears who I just made bleed, and oh my god, they're finally dead, yes! Zero, are you alright? I just received some new information from X. Come back to the Resistance base. Understood. Transfer me. And my second to last grade in the game is an A rank. Yeah, there's only one stage left, and, well, guess what's there? And the Ultimate Foot Chip. Yeah, buddy. Zero, it's great to see you back safe. X just sent us some new coordinates. Apparently, they indicate where Vile and Omega are. This may be the last battle. Come talk to me when you're ready. Alright, I will. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 9, we're ending off the game, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys then.